Now that we know all about how to solve inequalities, let's talk about how to apply them to real-world situations. So Beth received grades of 97, 82, 89, and 99, good girl Beth, on her first 4 algebra tests. To earn an A in the course, she needs an average of 90. So before we continue, let's think about an average of 90. Average means I'm going to take the 5 tests, because she's taking a 5th test. I'm going to take all 5 tests, 97 plus 82 plus 89 plus 99 plus, what's the 5th test? We don't know, that's our unknown. And I'm going to divide it by 5. That's going to give me my average. It says she needs an average of 90 or more. So 90 or more means it could be equal to 90, or the average could be more than 90. So I'm going to use greater than or equal to 90. So let me talk about that part again, because a lot of people get those switched around. This side is the average. I'm finding the average by taking all of the values, dividing them by 5, because there are 5 test scores. I need that number to be 90, which is the equal to part, or more, which is the greater than part. Now, writing it is the hardest part, because from here we've already done a lot of practice on how to solve. How am I going to solve this? I'm going to take each side times 5 first. That gives me, and in this case, I'm going to do a little simplification because I actually want to find what is all of this mess added together. And so the left-hand side is 367 plus x, because I still don't know this guy, is greater than or equal to 90 times 5, which is 450. Well, now it's a really easy question to solve, because I'm just going to take 450 minus 367, and I'm going to get x is greater than or equal to 83. So again, the question is, what score can she receive on her 5th test to earn an A, which means Beth can score an 83% or greater. So that's what she needs, is an 83% or greater on her 5th test to earn an A. So 83% because it's the or equal to, or greater because it's the greater than sign. Let's take a look at another one. I have the water level in a retention pond is 7.2 feet. During a time of drought, the water level decreases at a rate of 0.05 feet per day. And now they've been very nice and given me this function, which we honestly could have figured out ourselves. It started out at 7.2. I'm decreasing at 0.05 per day. But they did the work for me. Then it says, for which days after the beginning of the drought will the water level be less than 6 feet? So if this is the water level, 7.2 minus 0.05 d, when is that going to be less than 6 feet? That means less than 6 feet. So not less than or equal to, just a less than. And now I'm just going to solve. Negative 0.05d, I'm going to subtract 7.2 from each side. So that's negative 1.2. And again, be very careful here, because if I'm not careful, I will forget that when I divide each side by negative 0.05, I have to remember that that switches my inequality to greater than. So d is greater than 24. So let's look back at the question. For which days after the beginning of the drought will the water level be less than 6 feet? So that means after day 24, the water level will be less than 6 feet. One more for you to try on your own. So press pause, try this question, then press play to see how you did. It says Jared is trying to save between $10,000 and $15,000 inclusive. So this word inclusive, in case that one threw you, means that the values are included in the solution. So it's okay to have exactly 10,000. It doesn't have to be more than 10,000 or less than 15. It can include both of those values. He currently has 5,000 in savings. How many months will it take Jared to save the money if he's saving $500 per month? So there's kind of a lot going on in here. Let's forget about the $10,000 and $15,000 for a moment and just look at how would we talk about how much money Jared has saved. Well, he currently has $5,000 and he's going to increase that by $500 per month. So I'm going to increase it by 500 and I'm going to use X for month. So this would represent exactly what Jared has saved. I want that value to be between 10,000 and 15,000. So I'm going to write 10,000 is less than or equal to that, and then is less than or equal to 15, because whenever we're using between, that's how we're going to write it. Now it's pretty straightforward because that's the hardest part. Now we're just going to solve, subtract 5,000 from everything, which gives me 5,000 here, 500x left in the middle, 10,000 here. Divide everything by 500, which of course leaves me with 10 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 20. So to answer the question, how many months will it take Jared to save the money if he's saving $500 per month? It will take Jared between 10 and 20 months to save the money he needs for a down payment on the house. Write it as a full and complete sentence.